Press the button. Okay. Um, we're going to talk about impact of artificial intelligence on supply chain resilience. I will say this is a project we've been working while. We collected data, we develop our methodology, we may develop more data. You may see what we are doing right now as a status report. So you have the chance to redirect us if you think we are going into the wrong direction. So we are looking for your feedback. We are working as a group, as a team. It's me, Birsen, we have Ilker, and we have Emel Aktaş, and I'm going to introduce them very shortly. I introduce myself. I do work at UVA Wise, and I have multiple responsibilities. I'm the chair of the Department of Business and Economics, and at the same time, I'm the director of Data Analytics Institute here. A lot of administrative work, and I still like research, and I keep doing research, and that's something, sometimes helps me to manage the work-life balance. So we have Birsen, and she was from Youngstown State. She's emeritus right now, but she's still very active in research, and she is kind of our project leader in many ways. We have İlker Topçu from Istanbul, Istanbul Technical University. He is the methodology guy, I will say, and he is helping us in many ways, making sure that we apply ANP. And he was instrumental in this project. And then we have Emel Aktaş from UK, Cranfield University. She has a very long history of publications, great in research, and she's helping us in terms of managing the workload, especially literature review, and other aspects of the article. So, as I said, I may go fast. Slow me down if you want me to slow me down, or you have questions, I don't mind. As usual, artificial intelligence is the subject for many research nowadays, and what we focus on is the impact of artificial intelligence on supply chain resilience. Obviously, the way you define resilience is important, and you may even think about it, what's going on with the Suez Channel. You don't want to talk anymore about the COVID, etc. So there's so much things going on with the resilience, and now we are talking about the tariffs, and that's going to be another impact. You're talking about deglobalization. That's something coming up. So these are all has impact on the resilience of the supply chains. AI supports better anticipation of potential disruptions and enables agility and flexibility within supply chains. Obviously, this is the theory, and we see some support for that theory, but that's also up on the air. So, in terms of the outline, why is this research dimensions of resilience, digital tools influencing supply chain resilience? We consider artificial intelligence is one of the tools, one of the digital tools. So there are many digital tools out there, and there is a chance that AI is simply replacing some of them, or in many ways enhancing them. So when we say digital tools, that includes artificial intelligence as well. We will talk about our methodology, and then we will talk about influence metrics, clustering. I'm going to cover till the methodology part, and hopefully Birsen will take it from there. Okay. What we did, we reached out experts in the area, and we start conducting interviews. and we did in multiple stages. And the methodology parts, Birsen may talk about them. We'll talk about our preliminary findings, and we may need to revisit our judgments if necessary. Motivation. Why is this research? I start talking about it. Obviously, would you call it a trade war between US and China? In some ways it is a trade war. And it didn't start um, with the current Biden administration. It's probably started before that, when the Trump was the first president. And you may even say that the issues didn't start from there. It started all the way till the China joined World Trade Organization early 2000s. And now um, it's some ways the both sides are trying to assess what they can achieve and what are the strategic goals, etc. The Ukraine-Russia war is still going on. The globalization is going on, and there are different terminologies over there. For instance, nearshoring, meaning the companies you locate your companies close to your markets, but not necessarily in the market. Like for if you target is US market that you are looking into Mexico or Canada, and it helps in many ways. And we're going to test that strategy as well because the new administration may actually attack companies who are working in Mexico and Canada, still targeting the US market. The Middle East conflict always there from one way to another. We stop hearing maybe Yemen for maybe a couple months, but there's no guarantee that we will not hear it back.
Gurkan, I think I will need you a little bit speed up because then there will not be any time for me to talk anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have the economic downtowns. That's great. So let's focus on the supply chain resilience. Supply chain resilience encompasses not only the ability of supply chain to withstand disruptions, but also its capacity to recover quickly from them. Okay. It's complex and it's multifaceted construct. There is disruptions and it doesn't have to be from the origin. It can be transportation. It can be through the tariffs or anything. We don't necessarily limit it into certain area of resilience. What we call it is a holistic approach. In terms of the resilience, this helps organizations to maintain their competitiveness and customer satisfaction in an increasingly dynamic and unpredictable business environment. Okay. So we group the resilience into multiple areas. We call it security, physical security, information security, and freight security. Redundancy is always there. It helps to manage resilience. It's not necessarily the best solution. You have the extra capacity or capability just in case, but it has a cost effect of it. Scalability refers to the ability of system to handle and accommodate increase, decrease demands, workloads, and growth, and it provides flexibility. We have the operational resilience. I'm just going to give more time to Birsen. I'm going to skip some of this, but operational resilience is there. Adaptive resilience is there. We have over here agility and flexibility. Agility, as you know, the ability to supply chain to quickly and effectively respond and adapt to changing circumstances. And flexibility is the capacity of supply chain to adjust to changes. And both of them comes with a cost. And when we talk about, here we group the digital tools into two subgroups. And from what I understand in A&P, that helps in terms of methodology. We have the emerging tools and we have more established tools. For instance, blockchain as an emerging tool. Internet of Things is an emerging tool, and AI, we also classify as an emerging tool as well. So some of the others, big data, cloud computing. So AI is one of the emerging analytic tools. In terms of established digital tools, we have the industrial robots. You quickly see that in the manufacturing, industrial robots play a big role, and it may have bigger role in other aspects of supply chain as well. ERP is very established nowadays. Part of it, SAP. Let's see. And here is the methodology part. And I'll give it to Birsen now, and she will start talking about the methodology. Birsen, are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay, please go ahead.
Can you see my PowerPoints?
Let me.
No.
Just a minute. We
Not
have to
yet.
share it. Yeah.
Okay, I stopped sharing, so you can go ahead and share yours.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah. Yes, you can see it. Yeah. Just a minute. Which slide are you? Established tools. I think, yeah, just a minute. Sorry about it. Yeah. We set up our influence metrics from the considering our criteria as well as the alternatives. And then you can see, for example, among the emerging tools, big data influences IoT, and big data influences cloud computing as well, and big data influences what is AI as well. So you can see all these influences. And then we set up our AMP network. And then we had this survey. You just see some snippet from our survey. And for example, when we compare visibility, these are dimensions of our supply chain resilience. So we are asking visibility or collaboration is more influential. And it looks like based on this decision maker, collaboration is more influential on agility than the visibility. When we compare velocity versus collaboration, collaboration is more influential than velocity. And when we compare velocity and visibility, then visibility is more influential on agility than velocity. So you can see some example of what is survey we have done. Actually, we did, as Gurkan explained, we did interviews with our industrial experts. We use the survey for our academic experts. And yeah, and when we did this survey, first of all, initially we had about 72 questions. We are very aware of what is decision-making fatigue problem. So we, by grouping them, we reduced our questions down to 22. And so in this, with these questions, most of our experts took only 15 or 20 minutes to answer survey questions, whereas only one of them took about an hour. And when we did it, there was no inconsistency, although Gurkan interviewed them independently. They didn't know anything about. There was no inconsistency in any industrial expert. And this is really my experience. If people have real problem, if they are really interested in the results, they don't just tell which one is more preferable, then usually you don't get much inconsistency. There was inconsistent one of our academic experts, and when we communicated with her, she realized that she just inverted some decisions. And now let's look at our findings. Normally in research, when we look at which digital technology affects, we are looking if what is the impact of artificial intelligence on supply chain resilience, but we considered other digital technologies as well, because if you just look at what is the impact of artificial intelligence, I don't think you can get the right results. And if you look at, for example, most influential factors, for both industrial experts as well as academic experts find out that collaboration is the most influential in supply chain resilience, not one of the digital technology. That is the strength of this methodology. Since there are so many interactions, so many interdependencies, actually, if you ask the question, which digital technology usually, if you look at the literature, they select one of the digital technology. But if you consider these supply chain resilience factors impact digital technologies, there are interdependencies about digital technologies. Again, there are interdependencies. Supply chain resilience factors? That is the result. And it is quite interesting that, for example, first three are almost the same. Actually, one of our Emel did some kind of statistical tests, and she found that there are not a significant difference between these results. We can do compatibility analysis as well, and we can find that there's not much difference. And so, I think I finished the time. So I think this is now. Any questions from the audience?
Yeah, Professor Karpak, I have a question.
Go ahead.
That is, let's go to the slide 27 again.
27, yes.
Yeah. So did you find the values or the ranking of the academic experts different? What was the percentage difference between the industrial and the academic experts? This is
as I said, actually, there wasn't significant
yeah.
difference. We did some statistical tests, and that part is being done by Emel. Emel did some statistical tests for it. Maybe Ilker might answer that question as well. Ilker, do you have some insight?
Yeah, because academics is different from industry.
Not really much. If you look at it, yeah. Yes. The interesting thing, of course, we did this survey. Last fall? AI was not really that influential, but quite probably, if we repeat this results could be quite different. There aren't really much difference, Sarosh, if you look at it. See?
Yeah.
And it is quite surprising that they are very close to each other, and it is quite surprising that although these people did quite independently, for academics, big data were a little bit more influential, whereas big data, if you look at the industrial experts, it was not that influential, so there were some difference. But among the most influential factors are quite similar to each other.
Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.